Hi, thank you for joining us for this special update and announcement. Over these past several weeks, the staff and leaders of Calvary have had the opportunity to weigh the different guidelines and guidance provided by our state and local officials as we make plans and procedures to be able to return to on-site in-person worship. So before I go any further, I first off want to stop and say this, is that we will be continuing to offer online opportunities for all of our church members, visitors, and others who have found themselves to our site. So that if you are a part of a high-risk population, either because of age or because of medical need, we encourage you to stay home and worship online. So that if you don't fit one of those categories but simply feel uncomfortable at this time returning to worship, again, we want to encourage you. Join us for online service and engage in that way. We want you to feel comfortable when you return. We are beginning that slow, methodical, and careful and cautious process of returning to on-site worship so that all may be cared for in every way. And so starting on Wednesday, May 20th, as well as the following weekend of May 23rd and 24th, we will be offering in-person worship services. That Wednesday evening service at 6:30 p.m. will be when we are recording for our online worship service that weekend. It will be a normal and regular worship service that you can engage in, and you will also help those worshiping online by being the live congregation that assists with those responses to the different parts of prayers and other portions of the liturgy. Is that same service outline will be a part of our weekend services of the Saturday 6:30 and Sunday 8 and 10:45 a.m. services. Is that each week those 4 services that we are offering are being made so that we can space out our attendance numbers, that we can care for all those in need, as well as that we can carefully continue our online presence for all who need it. Is that in those coming weeks, we will again begin to add communion back to our rotation, as well as will be offered at each of our services in those following weeks, starting May 27th and the weeks following. But as we've had to make many changes and adjustments within our lives out there in this world, is that we also will need to make some adjustments within our church as well. Not only will we be abiding by all of the different social distancing, hand washing, hand sanitizing, as well as just other things for us to be able to care for one another, but there will be also other things that we are going to be putting into place to care for all who join for us in worship. So what will that look like? First off, we will be asking everyone who desires to attend on site to go ahead and sign up online or by phone to the Calvary Church office so that we can be able to know not only who's coming, but how many people and how many locations that we have around the congregation to provide proper social distancing. Is that secondly, we will ask all who are in attendance to please wear a mask or other face covering for those first weeks back until we reach the point in the government's plan that they become more optional. Is that also we will go ahead and invite all to please park in the north parking lot. The south parking lot would be coned off at this time. Door number 1 will be propped open, and hand sanitizing stations and other things will be in place so that people can easily enter and exit the building with as little touch and as much space as possible. Is that the worship service itself will continue to take into account the different things of going paperless, that we are just simply going to participate with the words on the projection screen. Is that other different adjustments will be made, like dropping your offering in a collection bin in the door as you come in, as well as many other practices and processes to simply help us streamline the flow in and out of the building so that we can not only care for you, but also care for that process of the proper cleaning and sanitizing that needs to take place. Is that you'll be able to see more details and more information with all of the different things that we've shared connected with this announcement. Is that either you're receiving this through the email blast that we are sending out, or you're finding this on Facebook or YouTube, and so we have shared that information for you to be able to click that and find out more information. But we thank you for everything that you are doing, and may you continue not only to care for yourself, but to care for those around you in that love of Christ. It's in his name that we always do all things to his glory. Amen.